Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well this week and are able to finish writing their paper. My research paper that I decided to write was on the topic of the conservative resurgence in the Southern Baptist Convention. I wrote on the positive and negative effects of it. And the Southern Baptists, just like many other denominations in the 50s and 60s, were deeply affected by the liberalism that was hitting the churches, just like we studied from last week in the fundamentalist and modernist controversy. There's a famous book that was published by a professor who taught us at a Southern Baptist seminary by the name of Ralph Elliott, and he published a book called The Message of Genesis. And he was a reflection of what was happening in the Southern Baptist seminaries. He did not believe in the historical accuracies of the first 11 chapters of Genesis. He said that they were just symbols and stories, borrowed myths from those days. He said there was no historical Adam or Eve. Abraham did not hear the voice of God, and there were multiple authors for the book of Genesis. And it most likely was written in a later date. So did not truly believe in the authority of Scripture. And Southern Baptists were truly concerned about what was happening within their denomination. And they realized if they did not change, just like a reflection of many other denominations, that they would most likely would split. And they did not want that to occur. So there was a group of people that started to pray and meet in the 60s, and we're just praying about when to start this movement of change within the convention. The way the convention works is you elect a president. The president's term is for 1 year, and usually they win a second 1-year term. So normally they serve for 2 years. And the president then elects trustees, and the trustees then elect the different boards into the other entities, such as the seminaries and the mission organizations within the convention. So it wasn't until 1979 did this group of conservatives get together, and they started rallying around throughout the country because within the Southern Baptist Convention, people vote who belong to Southern Baptist churches. They come to this annual meeting and vote for their new president. So they wanted many conservatives to come and vote. So they elected in 1979 a man named Adrian Rogers, and he started what was the first conservative president that had happened in a long time. And since the 1979 up until today, they've elected conservative presidents since then. And they were able to turn the convention around, one of the few denominations that truly did not split over the issue of liberalism. Their main focus was to teach that Scripture is totally true. So their main focus was the inerrancy of Scripture. And that's what happened. They elected a president, and he then elected these people on the executive committee, and then it went from there. And all the seminaries today are pretty much conservative seminaries. And today, the convention is in slight splits, just like many other churches are, over issues of race, sexual abuse, controversies. But is this the end? No, because if they're focusing on the Lord and seeking Him in humility, we'll be okay. So thank you.